Hey guys, Garrulous Monitoring here again. So I just finished reading, or just spent 20 minutes reading A History of the American People by Paul Johnson. The book's a little dated. It's it was published in 1997. But it's a good book, so it doesn't have the new information like 9/11 and Iraq and all of that. But it does cover everything before 1997, so it's pretty comprehensive. And I also like Paul Johnson's writing. I think he's a good writer. I read another book of his before called Modern Times. I thought it was pretty good. And the part I read here, he talks about John Adams, or the character of John Adams. And he talks about how John Adams knew 250 years beforehand that the United States would become one of the greatest nations of the world, that it would become an industrial superpower. But on the flip side of that, John Adams hated to see progress, which is very dichotomous in a person like that, someone who believes in something but hates seeing it actually happen. That's very interesting to know that about John Adams. The other thing he talks about is the character of both of them, both John Adams and George Washington, as they were presidents and how they viewed being the president. Now, George Washington was a Southern gentleman who's from Virginia, and so as a Southern gentry, he was very inclined towards relaxation. So all throughout his presidency, all he could look forward to was retiring in his home. By contrast, John Adams, though he wasn't a Southern gentry, it seems like he was of a similar character in the sense that he enjoyed being comfortable, being in comfortable surroundings in his hometown of Boston, or Quincy, Massachusetts. Now you know why he named his son John Quincy Adams. But neither of them enjoyed particularly being president. Very, very interesting how that works out. Because you know, the United States presidency always seems like a burden to our modern presidents as well, and it seems like that trend started all the way back from the very beginning, where presidents just did not like being in the Oval Office. Very interesting idea, very interesting to know that. So, well, I'm finished reading this now, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to transition over to Mars. So I'm going to read a book on Mars. I bought the, so I'll read that for 20 minutes, and I'll let you guys know how it goes.